Once again, you're welcome to our session, which actually manage your money. Manage your money as an entrepreneur, or as a businesswoman, or as a businessman. It's very, very important that you actually manage your money. Now, the task for the trainer is for you to help the participants know how to manage their money wisely. Because if that is not done, still don't expect any miracles to happen for success of their individual businesses. Now, there are 4 basic rules for managing your money. And of course, one of them is keeping records. It's very, very, very important that you learn or you master how to keep records for your business. It doesn't matter which kind of accounting method that you use. It's as long as you know how much money, how much sales you've made, how much income, expenditure, profit and loss. Those are the most important things. Now, how you keep those records, you have to keep them in a way that actually is meaning to you as the person running the business, not me as the trainer, because yes, I'm training you, but at the end of the day, it's you who is going to run the business. Now, in terms of understanding some of these basics, the chances that you may not really understand the cores of, let's say, proper accounting and stuff like that. So it's very advisable that participants keep records in a way that makes meaning to them. And then if they can explain to you as a trainer, that is paramount. And then it's also important that you create a monthly budget. A monthly budget for your household and stick to it. This is something that is really hard. I mean, like maybe 80% or 70% of people don't do it. I mean, looking at most of the developing countries. I don't know how about the countries that have developed, but at least you really have an idea of how much expenses you make per month in your household. If they can't like do it on a monthly basis, let them start with a week. And then from a week, they'll run to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks. It requires time. Don't rush them. Give them a pace to learn how to do things right. And then, of course, you have to make sure you know that your business income has to be more than your business expenses, because then it will help you to determine how much profits you've actually made during the day. Then the 4th one will be use your profits wisely. Now, just talking about the profits, remember, and I will stress this, as the trainer, you have to keep on reminding the participants that we don't touch the operating capital. That's why we need to use our profits wisely. Now, our profits, we pay our salary from our profits, we pay rent from our salary, we save, we pay the loan from us, all those expenses. So as long as you divide your profits into those other various expenses that you actually make on a monthly budget. And of course, you have to reinvest back into your business. It's very, very important for the for the trainer to stress the fact that participants have to reinvest back into their business. Even if it's a little penny, at least they need. In fact, it's very important that you ask them. Remember, we talked about business planning in our previous sessions, and we said that it's very important for you to know where you and your business will be in 2 years' time or in 1 year. Then if you know, how are you going to get there? The thing is, if you don't know, if you don't have an idea of how you're going to get there, there are chances that you're going to try out several things, or your business is going to actually get stunted. You have this woman running the same stall of business year in and year out. I mean, the same amount of tomatoes if it's a tomato stand, or if she's selling charcoal, she'll sell charcoal year in and year out. Where is the problem? She's not reinvesting back into the business. Because if she reinvested back in the business, you realize that from one charcoal, she went to from one sack of charcoal, she went to another sack of charcoal in a period of maybe 7 months or 8 months. It's very, very important that you watch your business grow, because then that will actually bring pride in your heart and satisfaction that, yeah, I've really worked hard. So, and they will probably ask you a question: where does the money for investing back into the business come from? Remember, we said it comes from the profit that the business makes. At least some percentage has to go back to the business. We have like a household budget where you have monthly expenses and how much. Sometimes you have on your monthly household expenses, of course you have food, clothes, school fees, transportation, medicine, and others. Now, at the end of every month, it's very important that you come back to this budget to evaluate, to make an evaluation of your expenses. Sometimes you're going to find out that you actually made silly expenses. And then what will happen will be that in the next month, you'll try to pull out some of these things. You're like, no, I don't think this is necessary. Because you want to minimize your expenses and then be able to remain with some money, let's say maybe for emergencies or for other things, just like we said before, when we were talking about using our profits wisely. So it's very, very important that you know your expenses, the expenses for your household based on a monthly budget, on a monthly basis. And then you find avenues or opportunities of reducing on the expenses such that you remain with some money to take you to another month. Stick to it. Your monthly household budget. Try to stick to it or adjust it if needs be. And then each participant has to get a copy of this. Actually, this happens at the time they've been given money and they have started running their businesses. Sometimes, because normally we give them a grace period of 1 month. So maybe after the grace period, that's when you give each participant this monthly budget. Now, of course, you're going to find their challenges. Some will tell you they don't know how to write. Some will tell you it's hard to do, but don't force them. Give them a pace. Remember we said give them a pace to do things within their own abilities. Let them not feel like you're putting them under pressure, because remember, these are adults. They didn't go to school for reasons that you don't even want to know. Sometimes even thinking of the reasons as to why they didn't go to school can make them cry. So you don't want to get into such details, and you don't have to put them on pressure. Like, this is what you have to do every month and I have to make sure this thing is filled. No. For those, try to go slow. For those that actually, in most cases you're going to find 1 or 2 that can make their monthly records. And then you'll use the 2 to keep on encouraging others to share with others the simplicity they are finding with making their monthly budget and knowing how much expenses they're making per month. Normally this runs from January up to December. So every month you actually walk through this and then you know how much money most probably they made per month. But just like we said before, don't put them under pressure. Otherwise they will even start running away from you. They see you going to their shops, they will close them. They're like, that guy has now come. No, don't really tend to be a burden to them and give hard time to them to run their businesses. So thanks for watching, and that marks the end of our module today.